Rebels so far has introduced us to many characters from the original trilogy as well as Clone Wars. With the use of Malachor at the end of Season 2 and Sith holocrons, we can surely expect the introduction of some Old Republic expanded universe characters going forward in Rebels, and quite possibly characters from other time periods as well. So let's take a look at a few of the possible expanded universe characters we can hope to be made canon through Star Wars Rebels in its upcoming season. Let's give an honourable mention to Darth Bane, who has already been made canon thanks to the Clone Wars and hopefully has opened the door to see more of Bane in Star Wars Rebels. With Malachor being explored in Rebels and a mention back to the Scourge of Malachor, we surely can expect that at least one of the characters from the expanded universe that played a key role in Malachor's history and destruction would be at the top of this list. Darth Revan and Jedi Master Surik both played massive parts in the fate of Malachor V, and while the Rebels have now departed from Malachor, there still remains a strong possibility that some of the history of Malachor will be further explored in later seasons of Rebels. Darth Revan is of course a massive fan favourite, and a great place to introduce him would be in Rebels, where they have the creative freedom to start to establish some Old Republic storylines so it can be expanded upon in future series and hopefully movies as well. Darth Revan and the entire KOTOR series are immensely popular, and Disney is going to have to use this material at some point to test the waters for future content that strays away from the original trilogy timeline, and I hope Rebels is the place they choose to do this. Some other characters that are related to Malachor, and specifically the temple we saw, could well be any of the members from the Sith Triumvirate, which consisted of Darth Traya, Nihilus, and Sion. I think the chances for this have increased a little, since the voice we heard at the temple was a female's and was voiced by the same voice actress that voiced Ventress. I don't expect Ventress would have any connection to a Sith Temple on Malachor, so hopefully there is a real chance that this will be expanded upon and we may find out it was actually Darth Traya. I suppose I am heavily biased towards Sion being introduced, as he is one of my favourite characters from the Old Republic, and his ability to seemingly cheat death through many battles with Jedi is something I would love to be explored, and something that surely Vader or Sidious would be interested in. Moving forwards now from the Old Republic and towards characters that would be introduced as living characters, I would love to see Thrawn be introduced. While Thrawn is obviously no dark side user, he is equally as menacing and would serve under Sidious. Previously, I had hoped we would see him in Rogue One, but that seems pretty unlikely, so having him introduced here to take care of the growing rebel threat would certainly make sense. Despite the Rebels' loss of Ahsoka, which is significant, this has been offset by the introduction of Maul, who poses a significant threat to Vader and any future Inquisitors. Having Thrawn take care of the Rebels while Vader focuses on Maul could add a new dynamic to the series and up the stakes even further. I can't end the list without mentioning Starkiller as a possibility. He is very popular and well received, and he would fit very well into the Rebels timeline. However, personally, I would prefer to see him reintroduced in the format of a reboot of Force Unleashed under Disney. Let me know what characters you are looking forward to seeing made canon in Rebels, or perhaps you would prefer to see new characters instead. Thank you for listening, and be sure to subscribe for more Star Wars content here at Star Wars Community.